There's a quote by an unknown author or writer that goes, "Sometimes you need to be alone, not to be lonely, but to enjoy some free time just being yourself." Hey guys, this is Vincent from Learned Ways, the first of many series going over my philosophy on numerous things concerning social life, relationships, being a man and what that means to me. So let's jump right into it. Look, I've known how to exist by myself for a very long time, and I would love to believe that I'm good at it. The idea that you need a person to be happy and complete is very toxic, in my opinion. The concept that a person's happiness is dependent upon the presence of another is demeaning, in a sense. I brought my girlfriend home once, and my mother said some things which I disagreed with. Now, I love my mother wholeheartedly, but just because you love someone doesn't mean you're not privy to disagree with them. She said men need women, but the same thing doesn't apply, vice versa. And I wholeheartedly disagree with that statement. I don't speak for all men, I speak for myself. Many might feel different about that situation, but these are my thoughts as an individual. Now, I'm open to civil discourse on the case. I'm not completely closed off to my perspective. I'm capable of living in my own space. Call that conceited, whatever you call it. But I enjoy my company, enjoy my presence, and I'm comfortable with being alone. Living in solitude and being lonely are two absolutely different concepts. And to construe both can be identified as cognitive dissonance, to say the least. No, this isn't to say men and women don't need each other, but the idea that for a man to be truly complete in life is to acquire a companion, a female in this case. Man, that word is so demeaning. Another woman in this case. This is very archaic in my opinion. A person must fix themselves, for lack of a better word, before they can get into any kind of relationship. You can't have an alcoholic teaching another alcoholic how to be sober. Same thing goes for an obese personal trainer trying to teach you how to lose weight. Look, somewhere in there might be an origin story for the term opposites attract in there somewhere, but I digress. Look, maybe I'm writing this because I want to be heard. Maybe I'm writing it because I feel like I need to say it out loud but don't have a platform to. But that's the beauty of being alone. You don't need a platform to validate your thoughts on several topics. Finding satisfaction within what you think and what you do with your thoughts is the beauty of it. But staying open to new topics is good. Solitude of the body is not solitude of the mind. So, mind you, look, I'm saying all this. I have a girlfriend. Does that mean I need one? No. Because to truly appreciate the love you have for someone, you're not supposed to need it. Love, in my opinion, works best when you don't need it. You want to be with someone. You crave that person. You love their company. You don't have to need it, because then they're just another person along for the ride to keep you sane. It's just not optimal. Just saying. Now, mind you, some people might say, but are you with your girlfriend because you're afraid of being alone, or is it because you want to have quick access to sexual activities? Of course not. Neither of those are correct. The former would be blatantly disregarding, and the latter would be, demeaning. On the topic of relationships, I believe one shouldn't seek it out. You shouldn't seek it out actively and say, oh, when will I get a girlfriend? You shouldn't try to make every girl you meet your girlfriend. I believe one should live life, improving him or herself, bettering their skills, increasing their knowledge on topics, developing new ideas, creating an order that permeates openness and an understanding of new ideas. When you do these things, a relationship will come to you, if that's what you truly want, of course. Before I met my beautiful girlfriend, I'm gonna say she is beautiful, I wasn't actively looking for a companion. It just sort of happened, and that's the beauty of it, The moment you set your mind on looking for a relationship, that's the moment you fail. You've put your mind on one thing, goal, relationship, T minus whatever time you want to achieve it in, At that point, you're telling yourself, whoever comes my way, I'll be able to see past their flaws. I'll be able to slip the red flags under the carpet. Events like these never last long, It can be devastating to your reputation, your well-being, as well as your view of relationships in the future. Once you let yourself mature, become the person you want to be, it becomes much easier to look at the things that make people who they are and decide if that's what you want in your life. When you're complete, you're more likely to find another complete person and you guys are just together. Your waves bounce off each other. Man, that sounds so second wave medicine, pseudoscience. But it's true. My girlfriend and I were still growing people. We don't need each other. If we break up today, yeah, it'll be sad. But the thing is, we don't need each other. We want to be with each other. And that's the beauty of it. Look, to conclude this little midnight rant of mine, you do not need anyone. Look, this doesn't include family, all right? But you don't need anyone who wasn't part of your life before to be happy. The moment you find happiness in you being alone and being yourself and doing the things you love doing, the need for someone else dies. A want is then created, and that's when you seek it out, or it just comes to you. A person should not add to your life. A person should add to your life, not become it. Relationships are best with people who don't need it. So thank you guys for listening. This has been Vincent from Learned Ways. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Thank you.